Hello, and welcome to today's review. Today I'm reviewing Crime Writer. This is by Dime Sheppard, and it is amazing, people. This was a 5-star, and I absolutely loved this. Okay, the tagline on this book says, "Who says real life is stranger than fiction?" And I have to say, this book was just so much more than I expected it to be. This has actually been shortlisted for the Daphne Maurier Award for Excellence in Mystery and Suspense. Just to give you an idea here. Okay, so we have Evie Howland has problems, guns, bombs, murderers, and that's just on the page. In real life, she's meant to be planning a wedding to adorable billionaire Daniel Bradley, but Evie is seriously snarled at the 16th book of her successful crime series. In fact, her protagonists are becoming almost impossible to wrangle. NYPD Detective Carolyn Harding is volatile after a messy divorce, and Detective J. Ryan has that heated look in his blue eyes again. They're both sick of being written, and frankly, they're getting a little physical. Evie is beginning to wonder if she is ever going to finish book 16 and get them back into fiction where they belong. But when a disturbingly familiar homicide surfaces in the city's papers, it seems as if other darker characters might have crossed the fiction frontier too. In which case, Evie is in a lot of real life trouble, and she's going to survive it. Evie must face her own worst fears and learn that real love can be the best way of writing her own story. But can she change the ending? Full of high-octane adventure and dry humour, this novel is perfect for fans of Janet Vakovich's action-packed Stephanie Plum novels, or Mary Stewart's stylistic romantic suspense. So there we go. That is the synopsis for you. So yeah, what can I tell you more about this book? I loved the characters. I thought Evie was great. Loved the fictional characters crossing over into, the real life, and the learning to work between the two worlds and how the relationships and everything panned out, because obviously she wrote the characters and stuff, so there's lots of stuff going on there as well. The darker characters as well. I think this one also works quite well as like a book club read, because it does bring up a lot of discussion points and things as well, both related to writing and writers and things. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, then this is a good book for you there as well. It's also, because it's like this alternative suspense novel, because you have the fiction world crossing over into the real life world and things like that, so it's not like your straightforward suspense. So that was interesting as well. I like that, but it does also bring up other things, like the fact of the writer, the other characters that she created and things like that, and how she needs to learn to love herself and decide what she really wants out of her own life and things like that. There's a whole journey thing going on there as well, which is nothing to do with like the suspense and the story to do with that. It's like her own journey underneath. The fact of, I don't know, even the mind of writers that write villains and think like the psychological aspect. I find it fascinating, like the whole psychology of everything. So yeah, it's an interesting one, this one. It is an interesting one, and I highly recommend it. It was fun. It was a fun suspense novel, this one. So there you go, that is The Crime Writer. Make sure you check it out. I really want to read some more books by this author. I believe this is her debut. but I will definitely be on the lookout for more of her work in the future. Anyway, that is it for today. Thank you for joining me for this review. Please click the subscribe button if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on new uploads to the channel. And please let me know of other books that you know of which have this writing element to the storyline. Okay, because I seem to be on this kind of niche at the moment. I've read a few books like this recently and I've really enjoyed them. So if you know of any other books about this where it's like a book within a book, that kind of thing, then please do let me know about them down in the comment section below and I will check them out. Anyway, thanks again for joining me and I will see you in the next video. Bye!